Yes, please.
Thank you so much for a wonderful lecture. But as you discussed that bodily conscious is not conscious of body, and described. But what happens generally in one who is serious sadhaka, so due to fear of this bodily conscious, sometimes he avoid this kind of bodily conscious activity, and he focus like sometimes austerity. We have seen in many cases, and after some time they face that kind of problems in their life. So how can I avoid? What is that thin line?
Yes. It's sometimes we are in passion and we are serving a cause of compassion. It's Prabhupada's compassion, and we are using our passion in the service of his compassion. So now what happens is, when we are doing that, certainly our passion is used for a selfless cause, and that is good. But still the passion is passion, isn't it? So generally speaking, if you will see that in the material world, what happens? If somebody is very Rajsik, they work very hard and they become what is called workaholics. Now workaholism can be as much addiction as alcoholism. It can be worse. Workaholism is to be said to be the most dangerous addiction. Why? Because it is the most prestigious addiction. If somebody is a workaholic, they are praised. Oh, this person did take a single leave in their entire life, in their entire career. So hard they are working. Now it's good. No, we don't want anyone to be lazy. But workaholism is not just defined by how much quantity a person works. It is more defined by how much a person's identity is solely determined by their success in their work, by their work. Apart from my work, I have no identity at all. So their whole sense of self-worth comes from their work, primarily how much work they are doing. So workaholism is dangerous. Now many times, if the same workaholic tendencies we bring into bhakti, and we get glorified. Oh, such a dedicated devotee, such an extending devotee, such a selfless devotee. And quite often, the service that we do for Krishna's pleasure doesn't satisfy us. When people say, oh, this devotee performs so much tapasya, mera jivan sarthak ho gaya. Now my life is successful. So now of course, if devotees are pleased with us and devotees praise us, that is nice. You can see there is an encouragement coming from Krishna. But if that is titillating our ego, so many times it is we extend ourselves and perform austerities. It is for Krishna's sake, but it is out of our rajoguna. And rajoguna has its consequences. Rajasas tu phalam dukkham. So the dukkha does not come when somebody is at 20, 25, 30, 35. Like Devamrita Maharaj was telling me, after 40, the body undergoes a miracle of the wrong kind. So I was talking with one Prabhupada disciple, Sannyasi Guru. He says that I had a place. I asked him, how are you, Maharaj? So he said, if I wake up without pain in my body, it's a good day for me. So he says that if in my youth I had been a little more balanced in my life, I could have been serving so much more now. So I am so much limited because of the way I served. Now, of course, whatever they did was wonderful, and Krishna is bhavagrahi. But the body is not bhavagrahi. The body will respond to how we act. So we have to be careful. Now we can say the Goswamis ate so little, the Goswamis slept so little. Yes, that is true. But actually they were living in a very natural, sattvic setting, which was quite healthy. And yes, in natural settings, it is said even the air can nourish the body. Vatam, or Vatan, it is said that somebody can breathe, and then breath can be food for them also. So we have to see for ourselves. And in general, we need to train devotees that we need to be balanced. It's good to extend ourselves, but not so much that we collapse eventually. So we want to burn longer than just burn brighter for a shorter time. It's like somebody serves Krishna, instead of serving, say, instead of serving 18 hours, they serve 20 hours now. But in the last 20 years of their life, they just can't do any service and others have to serve them. That's not healthy. And it is said, you cannot cheat the body. See, the mind can cheat us, and the mind does often cheat us, but the body does not cheat us, and we can't cheat the body. So, see, the body doesn't tell us to overeat. It is the mind that tells us to overeat. The body is saying enough. The mind says no more, and we listen to the mind. So, actually, when we are saying don't be bodily conscious, it is more like don't be so mind conscious. The mind is misinterpreting the needs of the body. The mind is saying sleep more or sleep less. The body is saying this much is what I need to sleep. So if we can calm our mind, then we will be able to better listen to our body and we will be able to serve Krishna better.